Sudarshan.
Last year, my mom introduced me into the program known as peer leadership. Initially, walking into this program, I thought that I'd be leading some sort of council among all my fellow peers who I have known for the past 2 years of my life. So, rushing with excitement, I went to the door and opened it ajar. And I was stunned. I didn't see any of my friends or any of my classmates. Instead, I saw children with autism. Contest master and beloved judges, this is the story of how I, through changing perspective, deferred my outlook on children with autism. How many of you know the definition of autism? Autism, a neurological and developmental disorder that causes a lack of communication in those diagnosed with it. I've worked with these children for the past 2 years of my life, and this definition is way too scientific. Autism isn't just a mental illness. It isn't just a condition. It's a burden and a challenge that's unfairly placed on these poor children, and they can't do anything about it. Anything that they might like, whether it may be drooling on the floor, making erratic hand movements, or maybe just being loud, other people think as disgusting or weird. This is not right. Bullying children who can't even defend for themselves is beyond cruel. I used to be one of these treacherous people. When I would see these poor children being guided down the hallways by these teachers, I wouldn't remorse. I'd laugh. I'd laugh right at their faces. I'd laugh at all the problems they were having, knowing nothing about the struggles they were facing. I'd laugh for my own entertainment, not knowing the consequences these poor children had to face. But walking through that classroom for the first time, something sparked within me. Just like that, a change of perspective. How many of you think that this box is 3D? How many of you think that this box is 2D? Trick question is both. Just with a slight alteration, a slight change of perspective, we can turn this 3D figure into a 2D one. And just like that, I changed my perspective on children with autism. Instead of viewing them as people who are unnormal or different from us, I view them as one of us, as one of our beloved community. There was one child in particular, let's call him John. Now, John here was an amazing person. He was very intelligent, being able to do complex math in the blink of an eye and count ridiculously high numbers. But most of all, he was intellectually funny. But there was just one huge problem about John here, and it was really sad. He had severe autism and could not communicate as well as the people in his class. But did that stop him? No. He rose from the bottom to the top, graduating at the top of his special needs group. Seeing children like John really sparked something within me. Because no matter how many challenges these poor children face, they don't let that stop them. They rise up as better human beings and persevere through everything that's thrown at them. The next time you see somebody with autism, pause and think. Instead of judging them for their faults, let's embrace the way they engage with the world. Contest master,